A few days since I recorded any kind of videos, just trying to regather my thoughts, and I realized that if I do this for a few years, that's a lot of material, a lot of experiences, and a lot of motivation and inspiration to put out there. I was kind of thinking about that, like, can I keep doing this? I mean, I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to make another video, and what I want to talk about is something that probably, I don't know, all people, some people, most people go through is times when, that feeling of joy and happiness and that warm feeling we get inside isn't quite there. And sometimes it lasts longer than others. I went through that, or my experiences a couple of years ago, and I learned to find a way to feel that joy, to feel joy, to feel joy. Anybody out there named Joy, I didn't mean it that way. But to get that warm fuzzy inside. And what I find helps is, when I'm having moments where I'm not feeling that, that good feeling, I find ways in this world and around me and in my own mind to sum up everything I put together, and it brings out joy. For instance, I love Billy Joel. I think you ought to go down in history as one of the greatest of all time, like Beethoven, Bach, and all of them. But he has a song called "Seeds from an Italian Restaurant." If you haven't heard it, I recommend you YouTube it. Um, Anyway, I was just listening and watching. It was a tape of one of his live concerts at Shea Stadium, and it just made me feel so good, And I shared it with somebody who was a very, I have to say, a very monumental person in my life. We lived together for a year. We were boyfriend and girlfriend. I was 18, she was 19, and we hooked up again online. Not so much dating, just as who we are together as friends and who we were, and say hi now and then, that kind of thing. And I sent a little romantic notes, but it made me think of all that, and I actually shared that with her. That's the video of the song, and it just gives me joy. Like I might decide to get out of my home, get out of here and go for a walk down Main Street, Nashville, which I love. It's an awesome little town, and I'll see things that bring that add to the joy in my heart. I mean, it could be a butterfly, a bird, a cute little dog or cat walking by. Well, mostly walking dogs, not cats. But when I see cats, I love cats, so they give me feeling of joy, And flowers, I mean, stop and smell the roses in life. I walk down Main Street and there's these little stores, and they have sell. One store sells all kinds of antique things and curios or curiosities or knickknacks, and I'll look in the window and look at the different figurines and just the different things he's got in there, and I get that brings me joy. So the source of joy, I think, is all around us, but we have to take the time to look at it and have an attitude towards it that it's not just take it for granted. Like I don't know. It's raining up here in Nashville today. About a medium steady rain coming down, and even that, even in the rain, people, I think we take it for granted. I was in submarines underwater for probably 2 months or more at one time. And when I finally saw, and felt the rain, I realized I never want to take rain for granted again. Um, and I think about the long term effects. Like, yeah, some people say it sucks. It's raining out. I'm getting wet. It's a pain in the neck. I use an umbrella or whatever, But think about how important that rain is for us. It keeps our trees and our grass and our orange trees and gardens and vegetables and irrigation, water, and is so important. And that brings a source of joy, knowing that the advantages of it and how important it is. And an interesting little fact that I heard, I think it's true, it makes sense, is that the water we have here on Earth now, all the water, all the moisture everywhere, is the same water and moisture and vapor that's been here for, I don't know, millions of years, hundreds of thousands of years, whatever it is. Because it never leaves the atmosphere; it stays in. So it's like, that's kind of cool. It's old water, but you can still drink it. It's funny how that works. Thanks for chlorine. So anyway, pray if you're spiritual, whatever it is you want to pray to, the Dalai Lama, a doorknob, a cat, a dog, and God. I pray to God as I understand Him, and I notice in the mornings I start off with a prayer. Usually the day goes a little better when I don't. But anyway, this is more or less. This is really about feeling of happiness and joy. Look around you in your apartments, your houses, or wherever you live, and look at the things around you, and think about that. What if you didn't have all that stuff? What if everything you had today just was gone? You were down to a backpack with a couple pieces of clothing in it. It's gone. And then you started getting it back. Then you got back a home and dining room furniture and dishes and the cabinets and a refrigerator with food in it, and your own bathroom. You really got to appreciate the stuff you have, even if you never went through that. And it really is fulfilling. Not only materialistic wise, just being a human being and living, a normal life, coming from, unsure uncertainty to a normal life, and seeing it built back up. That brings joy. That's all I got on that. I mean, for the most part, I say most of you are intelligent enough to grasp that. I mean, there might be a few out there, but anyway, just focus on what makes you happy, and let it kind of bubble up and let it go. Add it all together. If you think of 5 things that bring you joy, just put them all together, and listen to your favorite songs, that kind of thing. Read a poem, write a poem, read a poem, live a poem. Anyway, check you out later. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one.